Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy Earth Mac, the mad scientist.
It's your boy Alvin, the infamous. Yo,
what is
mad
up,
scientist?
man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. What's good with you?
Man, I am all right, man. Welcome, Geek Corner members, to the Orange Phoenix Show, Pro Wrestling Talk Live, where you are officially marked safe from baby oil and lubricants.
Mark, look, you are now marked safe from all. Hold on, real quick. Let me look this up real quick. I got it right here in front of me. Hold on. You are now marked safe from all 784 dildos.
Yes, sir.
And you are marked safe from a whole G.
A whole G.
Baby oil. Now I'm 41.
Baby oil and lubricants.
I've never finished a whole bottle of baby oil by myself, but this freaky ass, he a 69 god. He got the whole 1,000.
Man, listen, I don't know anybody that finished a bottle of baby oil, like period. I don't know anybody that finished a bottle or finished a can of pomade hair grease. Like, hey, the Murrays, I don't know anybody that actually finished that. I don't know nobody that finished chapstick, none of that.
One can, last I checked, according to Dave Chappelle, one can of Murray's wave grease is a lifetime supply.
It's a lifetime supply.
One can is a lifetime supply. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Hey, man. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's a wild week. It is a wild week in Hollywood. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. He gonna sing like Nino Brown. He gonna sing like Nino Brown.
If they bring the right fast food in there, he definitely gonna sing.
Man, listen, he doing 30 to life. He got RICO charges.
I saw that.
He got RICO charges. So he gonna be like Nino Brown. Like, listen, this is bigger than Nino Brown. This is big business. He's the head of the operation. You think it's about me?
Right, look here. I don't half know what racketeering is, but whatever it is, I don't want no parts of it, dog.
Yes.
I don't want no parts of racketeering. I'm sitting there thinking, what, they stealing tennis rackets and selling them illegally? I don't want no parts of racketeering, my dog.
Man, I am positive, man. I am positive.
I'm very positive.
Whew. Boy, listen. I'm afraid for people like, I'm not accusing them of anything, but I saw an interview one time where it was this comedian, right? And there was like this after party Diddy was throwing, right? And Denzel Washington was there, right? And Denzel said, "All right, I'm out." And this was like early. It was like maybe before midnight or something. And he was like, "Hey, where you going?" He said, "I'm gonna leave before the devil gets here." Like, that's what he said. Universal,
Man.
what is going on, man? How are you, man? And he said, "Did Tony strike it big?" Yes, he did. I allegedly, we got some alleged news about Tony Khan today in pro wrestling.
Good.
Now, as far as the AEW Warner Brothers Discovery deal, we definitely going to be talking about a new show, AEW Shockwave, and we're also going to be talking about a returning show from WWE called WWE Saturday Night Main Event. So we're going to talk about that and in detail right before Wednesday night Dynamite. But yeah, with Denzel Washington, he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave before the devil get here." And they asked him, "Say, well, what did you do?" He said, "I followed Denzel out."
Yeah,
I followed him out.
And now you're starting to hear all these celebrities that attended his parties. I saw a clip this morning. Rapper the baby went. He was like, "Yo, I went," and next thing you know, I'm sitting down, I'm talking to him and everything. You know, puts his arm around me. I guess he's taking a liking to me and everything. He says, he starts telling people to roll out, and everything. And Beyonce and Jay-Z was there. He starts telling people to roll out. He was like, nah, he can stay. And the baby was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and holler at you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get on up out of here." I mean, it's. I'm not accusing him of any. The only thing I'm accusing him of, because right now we have 100% fact that he's done it at least once, was how he physically put his hands on Cassie. And fellas, real quick on the serious note, don't ever put your hands on a woman. You know better than that. If you can lock me and Diddy in the room, and I will whoop his ass just off of that alone. But the other stuff, hey. He on his own on that one, because the RICO charges normally, if the Fed, for starters, we've said this when this happened, if the feds running up in your house, they believe. Matter of fact, they don't believe. They know they've got something. Yeah,
and we got them, and as we say, hey, we got them, boys. We got them, boys. The thing is now.
Facts, Universal. Facts on everything. The last two comments he said. Facts.
The entertainment industry is not what most people think it actually is. It's actually true. Like, I think the two people I know for a fact is safe, male-wise, is Samuel L. Jackson and Denzel Washington. Those are the two individuals I know are the safest out of this whole ordeal, because Denzel been married to his wife for forever and a day. Sam been married to his wife forever and a day, and there's been like no scandals whatsoever, like with those two, like period.
I can give you another couple that's been married forever and a day, and you don't hear about them getting in trouble. Angela Bassett, Courtney B. Vance. This is how you stay out of trouble. You know how you stay out of trouble?
Mind your business.
You stay away from the lights a little bit. Omar Epps, an old girl from Total.
Yeah.
Folks forget that Omar Epps has been married to Keisha from Total for like 20-25 years now. A lot of people forget that.
Yeah. That's wild, man. That's wild stuff right there. That is wild stuff. But man, we got a jam-packed show for you guys today in pro wrestling talk, man. And the first order of business. Hey, Logan James, man. What's going on, Logan? Julia versus Asuka and Saturday Night Main Event once in a lifetime. Yeah, so I need that. Shoot that in my veins, bro. Like, shoot that in my veins. Some Julia
overdose your boy.
Overdose your boy. Like, nah. See, not Asuka. Like Connor. Like, I need that Connor style Asuka. Like the hard hitting, nobody ready for Asuka. The NXT black and gold. Like the Joshi style. Yes, I need that in my life. Definitely. Wholeheartedly.
Only Triple H can give us that one.
Only Triple H can give us that. Man, only that. But yeah, check it. So the first order of business is Tony Khan. Now, and we do have some news in regards to this. So it is said for the new details around AEW's expected media rights renewal deal with Warner Brothers. It says the article by John Oran at Puck Beneath a Paywall has details about expected deal. Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics.com provided a summary. He says that the AEW's media deal with WBD looks like it will be a 4-year, 3 years guaranteed with 1 year option. Oran says it's 170 mil per year is apparently in the ballpark. And he says AEW will air on TNT, TBS, and True TV twice per week as part of a strategy to make True TV more sports oriented. Now, it says that the announcement of the deal could come as soon as next week, barring any last minute changes. He says AEW is pitching an additional package to broadcast networks. So the report at one point refers to AEW as second tier wrestling, although Oren writes that the deal marks a clear success for AEW. Notably, no mention of content for the Max streaming service. For whatever it's worth, I've estimated AEW's current deal with WBD is somewhere around $70 million annually. So how you feel about that, bro?
Well, we all know money makes the world go round.
Yes, right? Of course.
We know that. Of course, as we said, money can be the root of all evil, which that's debatable.
Yeah.
But in this case, money to me in this new deal, money is money's going to be the equalizer right here. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
For AEW AEW has so much room to grow.
Yeah.
It has so much more room to grow. Well, you and I have said it. Tony Khan is Mr. PPV. He's Mr. Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
His pay-per-view attendance. His pay-per-view attendance is kind of wild. His pay-per-view events. I haven't been disappointed yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it what it is. I ain't been disappointed yet. And getting a type of deal like this, it's exposure. There's nothing wrong with exposure. When you got money like that coming in,
yeah,
you've got a little bit of money to burn and pay some talent now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just now you have I now believe these type of deals right here gives Tony Khan so much more wiggle room now.
Yes.
It gives him a chance to say, now I can possibly try to do some of this Vince-esque type of stuff.
Right.
But do it better. And now I believe if he wanted to, he could get his Eric Bischoff on and start. And what I mean by that,
yeah,
I mean start winning some of these ratings, like I know he wants to. Start getting his ratings where he wants to. So I believe it gives him money like this right here gives Tony the chance to not only, because this man's got a ton of ideas. And the cool part about it,
yeah,
the same term I've used before, he's got some wrestling heads there. Now they're talent, but he's got some wrestling heads there saying, yo, there was some stuff we put on the table at one point because of all these injuries, which athletes, they're coming back. They're slowly coming back. Now we give him a chance. Now they can bring them ideas back to the table. And maybe, because we've seen on Twitter, X now, how folks will say, oh my God, look at the attendance for AEW. Looks like they only had about 40 people there. Dude, what?
And see, that's what I was going to get at right there. So for me, I say that the Grand Slam, AEW Grand Slam, right? So AEW Grand Slam had 20,000. The first show, like at Arthur Ashe Stadium, had 20,000 fans. The next year, it was around maybe 17 or so. And then this year, it's like 5,000. So that is a glaring issue with AEW, like what exactly is going on. Now, as far as pay-per-views is concerned, it's never been a pay-per-view that AEW that haven't delivered on, right? So it had at least about 30,000 people in seats. Grand Slam is going to be in Australia next year. Now, this is 170 million allegedly, right? But there's, not counting pay-per-views, not counting other revenue streams, it can possibly mount up to 200 million per year over the span of 5 years, and that could add up to $1 billion. But from what I understand, though, is that so WWE, they are a publicly traded company. They got to deal with shareholders. They got to deal with all that stuff. AEW is privately owned, and I think that's what people fail to understand is that it's privately owned. They don't have shareholders to answer to. They can broker deals and do whatever they want with what they want, with what they want to do. But the deal that they have with Warner Brothers Discovery, maybe they are more concerned with how they are number one on cable on Wednesdays or in the top 5 on Saturdays. And that's where they see their success at. Because honestly, ratings don't matter as much now as it did back then. Because we got Hulu, we got Netflix, we got HBO Max. WWE is going to Netflix, well, at least Raw is. SmackDown is on USA Network, and we're gonna jump into Saturday Night Main Event. But as far as attendance goes, I need that attendance to increase back to where it was. And in order for that to happen, they need to continue to tell compelling storylines. Like the biggest storyline right now is Jon Moxley being mysterious and damn near killing Bryan Danielson in the ring, like taking Lawler past the back. So, we got that going on. But I think us as let's just say the level-headed wrestling fans, because there are some that really want one or the other wrestling company to fail, and they can't wait to see some kind of failure in a match or
tribalism.
Right?
Tribalism. That's all that is.
Yeah, tribalism. So I think as a level-headed fan, you will want AEW to be successful, have the attendance selling out, because that gives competition to WWE and vice versa. And that just makes the product better on both ends. Because if one is completely overshadowing the other, you're not going to get as good of a product as you think you are going to get. It's going to be like what it was when it assimilated WCW. And there was a lull or TVPG era where things wasn't really too hot. And we was forced to watch 3 hours of boring content. So,
oh man,
that was some bad times.
It was. I mean, now, cause see, when we were watching those bad times, I mean, I'm a huge DX fan, but that go round where it was just Triple H and Shawn, that was a little hard to watch. And I love Triple H and Shawn, but it was kind of hard to watch because they were going up against the Spirit Squad. Look here, real quick, if no one knows who the Spirit Squad, you will find yourself a young Dolph Ziggler in there, who, in my opinion, everybody loved Kenny. Dolph was that dude in that group. But we weren't getting what we needed for, at a minimum, a good 5 years of boring content. So now, and I wasn't watching TNA and Impact like that, but now we've got AEW on the scene. Yeah. And at one point, I had completely stopped watching WWE because AEW came around. I mean, I said, my Mondays and my Fridays just freed all the way up. Yeah. And then I watched, I think Bray Wyatt was on one night, and I said, you know what? I love Bray, so I'm gonna start back watching. Yeah. So now I watch, and then of course I give AEW their props. Remember when they had Dark and Dark Elevation? Yeah. Oh man,
that was great for me. Dark Elevation, especially
Monday. This is my week. This is my wrestling week, everybody. Yeah. Monday, Dark Elevation, Raw. Tuesday, Dark, NXT. Yeah. Wednesday, Dynamite. Thursday, I'm gonna sit my behind down. Friday, SmackDown. and Saturday, some type of cartoon or something. I don't know.
Some
I
kind
don't
of,
care.
yeah, you know.
But that was my week, and that's something I don't care. I didn't care what time I watched all of that, but it was just that was my rest week. It was AEW, WWE, and
yeah.
But now, of course, they got rid of Elevation and Dark. But
yeah, mainly because of the rights, the deal. And
yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'll say this to folks: cut out the tribalism. Let's let both of these companies eat, man. It's a lot of food to go around.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm sorry. The only thing, and I 100% agree with you, AEW needs to put some butts in them seats.
Yes.
They do that. Oh, it's game.
Yeah.
It's ball game. They put some butts in the seats because WWE is going to continue to do that without even trying.
Yeah.
And the only thing I need the US to do is start getting hyped when certain music is played, because these international crowds, they're killing us.
They dog walking us. You know what I'm saying?
They're killing us.
Dog walking us overseas
No.
because they love wrestling, because they treat it like they treat soccer. You know what I'm saying? It's chants all over the place. Like, it's crazy. It's like super wild. I think, okay, now as far as putting butts in seats, yeah, so they have to put butts in seats because
That's
on
it.
camera, it looks so much better, like on camera or whatever the case may be. So like, now I've been to a few SmackDowns here, like in Columbia, right? And on TV though, because I go back and watch SmackDown at the one out of 10, right? But when I'm there, like this side of the arena is blacked out, like it's carpeted down, right?
Yeah.
But on TV though, you don't know that, because the way the cameras are panning around, and it's like this whole thing is filled up. It's just how it's camera magic. That's how they did it. And I feel like, but now we in the age of cell phones, so you got people that literally buy a ticket to go there and just take a video of the whole entire arena, whether you at AEW or WWE, and was like, hey y'all, check out these empty seats. What is going on with it? Like
so dumb.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you bought a ticket.
I hate that.
Right.
I hate that. I mean, I get it. You're a WWE homer. Cool. If you love WWE that much. For starters, I can hate AEW. I don't. I can hate AEW, but I'm not burning ticket money. Well, for starters, more than likely AEW is going to go to Greenville. They love Greenville.
Yeah.
I went to a Greenville show, and it was fun. There was some empty seats because it was the same night as a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I still went. My wife, she had a good time. We were taking wagers on who was going to win matches. My kids, they had a good time, but I'm not going to go pay money to take pictures of empty seats. Yeah. I'm not doing it. I'm not burning money to talk trash about another wrestling company when I know I'm going to have a good time while I'm there. I mean, I've been to WWE live shows. I've been to Raw. I've been to local independent wrestling, bro. Me and you have got to go to one of those when we get a chance.
Oh no, yeah. PCW
right over there in
here like once, once a month. Yeah, and that's in Camden. But like, there's some people like, oh well, AEW is gonna die. I'm like, do y'all know how much money Tony Khan has? Like, he has the Jaguars, he has a soccer team, and he has AEW. Like, they are not hurting for money. Like, they literally have more ends than Vince McMahon, technically. So it's like, it ain't dying.
If his pops was worried about money, which we all know,
he ain't.
You know, Daddy Khan ain't. If Papa Khan was worried about money, he wouldn't donate to presidential candidates. And real quick, I'm not getting political. I'm just talking about how much money the man has, which he's got a lot of it. He's got that. He's got the Jags. I mean, this man is one of a few rich ass minorities in this country, and the money's still coming in.
Yeah. Well,
Let's go AEW. Make it happen.
Let's go. Now speaking of AEW, we got some more news in regards to AEW, and this is a new show, and it is called Shockwave.
It ain't called food. It ain't called food for cats, y'all. Shockwave.
Yeah. Shockwave. Ain't food for cats, y'all. So basically, it says according to Ibu, a wrestling purist, which his information is pretty sound. Word has circulated on Mox Talent and AEW that Shockwave will be a new 1-hour show from the promotion, which will air on FS1. Now, the future of AEW Rampage is unclear, but Dynamite and Collision will continue to air on Warner Bros. Discovery channels. Now, to quote, what I've heard about WBD TV deal is that it will continue to include Dynamite and Collision. It's unknown what will happen to Rampage, but the rumors amongst the talent, again, this is not a concrete report from me, because I have not heard it from WBD or AEW in an official capacity, but what talent have been discussing, what has gone around behind the scenes and circulated amongst circles within AEW is that AEW Shockwave will be a 1-hour program on FS1. Now, it was reported that this week, the All Elite Wrestling new media rights deal with WBD may not be exclusive, with it emerging shortly after that Fox and AEW have been in contact. And there were rumors about an AEW show moving to Fox. Now, All Elite Wrestling also recently filed to a trademark AEW Shockwave. Now, AEW WBD TV deal is believed to be almost finalized, and AEW CEO Tony Khan recently stated that there was 90% chance it will be announced within the next month. Now, Fox was previously partnered with WWE, airing Friday Night SmackDown from 2019 to 2024, but now it seems like AEW has that deal. Allegedly. So,
keyword allegedly.
Allegedly. Keyword.
But when someone starts throwing percentages of how confirmed something may be, they're normally not too far off. It's kind of hard to go against percentages.
It's hard to go against percentages, man. I mean, when you look at what exactly is going on with Shockwave, like what would happen to Rampage. Let me back up for a second. It's a hard truth. When CM Punk was on Collision was firing off on all cylinders. I'm not even going to hold you on that. It was definitely doing that. When Punk and his idea, like in Collision, was to bolster up new talent. That, you know, what he's doing with NXT, that's what he was doing with Collision. Like it, you know, one is not unique to the other, right? So, God. And then, you know, whatever popped off, and then he's no longer there. But then you have AEW Collision now, and I know they did a residency in Texas, which was really good because they actually had to open up rows for seating each week while they was there in Texas. And I think what Collision needs to do is do more residencies in like certain towns and areas. That way, be like, we can go there every Saturday night, that kind of thing. So it can like grow the crowd or whatever the case may be. So I feel like that's the way to go. Now, as far as Rampage is concerned, you know, Rampage comes on at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Friday nights. If you put Shockwave on FS1, I feel like that is going to be better exposure because you adding that on there. Now my other company, which also owned by Tony Khan, is Ring of Honor. Like Ring of Honor needs to be on TV. Like it's not getting that much exposure having the Ring of Honor app because not many people have the Ring of Honor app unless you are a hardcore wrestling fan and you like a wrestling purist and you just want to see some good old fashioned pro wrestling. That's all. But the casual fan, they're not going to go out their way to get Ring of Honor. Like, you know, it got to be on TV. You got to showcase what this talent can do. Whether you could do an hour show or a 2-hour show. A matter of fact, match it up against NXT. Do it on Tuesday nights. You know what I'm saying? Like, do Tuesday nights, man. Match it up.
They'd stand a chance.
They do stand a chance.
They would stand a chance going up against NXT. I mean, if And when I went to Greenville, I actually had a chance to watch Ring. They did a taping of Ring of Honor there. I watched Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
Real quick, Dalton Castle is really an underrated wrestler. I just want to put that out there real quick. But I don't know what the future holds for Rampage. I'm like you. I don't know what the future holds for it. More than likely, it's going to be pre-taped. It'll probably be pre-taped before Dynamite films or after. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, I'm about to say I'm willing to bet after, because when they came to Columbia, me and my wife went for my birthday. I didn't even know that they were going to do the taping that night. No clue. And Dapper Yapper grabs the mic. He's like, everyone get ready for Dynamite. Also, at the end, we're gonna do a taping of Rampage. And I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
I start geeking.
Yeah.
And just earlier, we had met Thunder Rosa and the Hardys. So I was like, yo, I'm already geeking as it was.
Wait a minute, you ain't never told me this. You met Thunder Rosa and Hardys? Y'all had a conversation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we took pictures with them. I posted it on Facebook.
Man, you should have asked. You say no. You should have did. You should have asked her like, "Look, I want to be on your taco show," because she have a show where she interviews like other like talent, but they go out and eat tacos.
Wow,
like she is super. Like she is super nice though. She's a sweetheart. But
but yeah, we went and everything, and it was a good time. So I don't know what the future holds for Rampage, but for Shockwave, I think Shockwave is going to be dope. It's going to be another outlet for AEW to showcase talent. Now, I do agree with you. Ring of Honor needs to be on TV. Ring of Honor absolutely needs to be on TV, and they need to be on TV now.
Yeah, Ring of Honor definitely need to be on TV, man. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens, man. And we're going to switch gears to some WWE news. And that is that Saturday night main event is back, boy. It is back. Saturday night main event. It was announced and people are geeked about it. The promo was off the chain. And we're going to definitely jump into this. So, according to NoDQ.com, it says WWE and NBC announced the return of the iconic Saturday night's main event, which will air live Saturday, December 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC, simulcast on Peacock, and the special will be held at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum on Long Island, New York, the site of the first ever Saturday night's main event. Now, this marks the first primetime special, which will air quarterly. Not every Saturday, but quarterly on NBC and Peacock as part of WWE's new 5-year domestic media rights partnership with NBC Universal, which officially kicked off last Friday with SmackDown on USA Network. Additionally, official Saturday night's main event priority passes are available now through exclusive partner On Location, offering fans premium seating, hospitality events with superstar appearances, exclusive photo opportunities, and more. To buy now and learn more about Saturday night's main event party passes, please visit onlocationexp.com/main event. How do you feel about that? About Saturday night main event?
One, I'm extremely happy. Secondly, you can kind of say, I'm really static about it, so I'm trying to keep my composure over here. You can kind of say we're basically getting somewhat of a quarterly, basically like a second quarterly pay-per-view. I mean, think about it. In the first quarter, you got the Royal Rumble. Second quarter, you got WrestleMania. Third quarter, you got Survivor Series. I mean, matter of fact, I'm sorry. No, let's say the third quarter you got SummerSlam. Fourth quarter you got Survivor Series. So technically, I look at it as if it's sort of a second pay-per-view type of thing, but
Yeah.
it may not be as major as the pay-per-view, but to have something like Saturday night main event coming back up, it's just
Yeah.
it really brings back that retro feel and it gives you something to look forward to. So they could especially if it's 2 hours. If it's like 2 hours or something like that, that could easily be that they could put some real banger matches in there.
Yeah,
I hope they use it like it's a wish list of matches, like dream match type of thing.
Well, you already know. So they already start advertising this already. Like this is like months ahead of time for December, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna treat this like they're gonna treat NXT on CW, like when it comes to CW on October the 8th, if I'm not mistaken, because Randy Orton is going up against Javon, and like I think it's Javon. I think that's how you say his name on NXT, right? It's a big deal. You know Randy Orton not going to be on NXT every single week, but that's going to do that to get the faces, get the people to watch the show so they can get the biggest rating possible so people can stay. So that's what they do. So with Saturday Night Main Event, they're going to make this special.
Yeah.
Now, the question is what AEW is going to do on Collision, because that's also on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. What are you going to do? How are you going to advertise this? Because, I mean, you can say, look, I see what you're doing, and I raise you. And you can start, like, next week, like, yo, we got a special Collision at this location right here. You know, boom, 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 boom. And you can just start, doing what you're doing there. Or you could just ignore it and keep on booking. I mean, you see how it goes.
Yeah, and depending on what time Saturday Night Main Event comes on as well, because look, you say people can say what they want to say about Triple H.
Yeah,
Triple H got some petty in him. He could very well be like, okay, look, collision's on at 8. Guess what time Saturday? Guess what time Main Event is coming on?
7:50.
Look at 7:50, and they can mess around. Say for the first one, they say, "Yo, we're gonna do a pre-show. We're gonna start our pre-show at 7. Roll right in."
Or
and
the first hour was commercial free.
First hour was commercial free, and you can't tell me we were talking about butts and seats. Yeah. Boy, it's gonna be some bare seats at Collision. So I mean, Tony's gone. He's got time to figure it out. He better get to work. He better get to work. He'll figure it out. Either he'll say, "Look, we're gonna do this," or he's just gonna let it ride because he's not afraid of WWE. We know he's not scared of WWE. Not intimidated the least bit. But for me, I would say I might be moving up 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. And yo, check it, man. That is our show for today, man. And look, man, we went in a little bit early, man. Yeah. We got AEW Dynamite coming up at 8 p.m. So we won't miss a thing out here. WWE next pay-per-view, Bad Blood, is the first weekend of October, and CM Punk promises blood at this Hell in a Cell. So if we don't get blood at Hell in a Cell, this match right here, I'm throwing the TV out the window. But listen, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since we seen a Hell in a Cell match where there was blood, and we gonna need that. The last time I seen that, it was Batista and Triple H, and Batista was beating the piss out of Triple H, and it was a wrap. So that was it.
That was blood, right? And real quick, folks, if you've never seen, I can tell you now, if Drew doesn't bleed, CM Punk will. And CM Punk is a bleeder, folks. When this man bleeds, you know it.
Yep.
So we got some good matches coming up. I mean, to be honest, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Ready to see Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. I mean, honestly, Bad Blood is gonna be dope. And if we see blood like I believe we should, then that let me know right then and there. Triple H is like, we taking a trip back in time a little bit, and it's gonna be here to stay. Because when they get to Netflix, I'm almost certain all bets are off, and we're back to the gruesome stuff. Somewhat.
I don't think they're gonna drop a whole, but I know a lot of people speculating that it's gonna drop a whole bunch of F-bombs and all that stuff because it's Netflix. I mean,
kids in the building.
They might drop one or two. They might say a shit, something like that.
Yeah.
When it counts.
F-bombs.
Maybe once. But the Netflix is a big deal. SmackDown being at being on USN Network is a big deal. NXT going to the CW Network is also a big deal because that's catered to a certain demographic, like with teenagers.
Yeah.
Because Arrow and Flash was on there, and then they done away with all the DC superhero shows, and so now you got NXT sitting there reaping the benefits of that. So, but anywho, that is our show for today. You got anything else for the listeners out there, Alvin? Before we get out of here.
Yep, and I'm about to sound like a broken record, but everybody, if you can, please give some flowers to the man himself, the mad scientist, because without this man, this platform, Orange Phoenix, it wouldn't be here. Shout out to Boogie Blends. Shout out to Vivo. Everyone, if you hear noise in the background, that is my daughter dropping something again. But real quick, y'all, much love to the mad scientist Erskine, Boogie Blends, Vivo, the entire Orange Phoenix family, everybody that's listening. And if you haven't done so, sign up for the Discord, sign up for the Patreon, and where we at with viewers now?
We are currently with subscribers. We are currently
subscribers.
305 subscribers currently. We definitely crossed the 300 mark last week, and we even got a few more subscribers at that point. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you're part of the YouTube family. And we also got Twitch, so go ahead and check out the gaming channel on our Twitch.
Yes, sir.
Earthsmack Gaming. I'm getting into some Space Marine 2. Definitely will be jumping into that at a later date. So until next time, y'all. Peace.
To our 305 followers, love y'all fools out there.
We out.
Peace.
In the winter, now my summer hotter. Move too swift for all the lame shit. You asking for a favor, how I know we ain't the same, bitch. Watch how in and out lane switch. They trying to earn cheese off a K, but they ain't Swiss.